Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome to a big episode here in our Gibraltar Challenge on Football Manager 2016. Now we have got 3 matches left of the season. We're going to see all 3 matches in this episode, but I'm pretty sure that just a win here today against Magpies will be enough to clinch us the championship. Now, Red Imps cannot be promoted because they are a B team, which is why Gibraltar Phoenix are currently in the playoff position. We're currently 7 points ahead of Gibraltar Phoenix with 3 games left. So essentially if we win this match, we'll be 7 points ahead with 2 games left. So yeah, if we win this match, then I'm pretty sure that we will be confirmed as champions. So, team-wise, we are keeping with Green in goal, Barry Green. We've got Steve Cooper, probably one of our best players for our youth academy this season. Very good defender, playing left back. We've got Alex Ross. With 1 cap for Gibraltar, playing at centre-back. Not a fantastic player, but I still think he's useful. Chima, who again is not a fantastic player, but he's been quite good this season. Well, he's played 19 games, got an average rating of 6.92. Probably could have been a bit better, actually. We've got Carito at right-back. He's been a great player for us. You know what? I might actually offer him a new contract while we're here, because I know he's actually wanted by some rival clubs. So we're going to offer him a new contract, continue him on until the end of next season. Because I know he's actually wanted by one of the first division sides. He plays right back today, but he has been playing defence as well. He's been playing midfield as well a few times for us. Dominguez Alvarez in midfield, one of our star players this year. 16 games in the league, a 7.33 average rating. A player who I think is going to really just continue to grow into next season as well. Frank Evans, what can we say about Frank Evans? Through the youth academy this season, great player. You can see some really good green stats there. 3 assists in his last game, so we're hoping he can continue to build on that. Again, a Gibraltarian player, just come through the academy this year, so I'm expecting to see him break into the national setup at some point. On the left-hand side, we have got Ross Dawson. Player has not had a huge amount of matches so far this season, but due to the injury to Hulk, he has been brought in at left attacking midfield. We've got Tony Ball at right attacking midfield, a player who's done very well for us again this season. 5 goals, 8 assists. Average rate of 7.16 and now 3 caps for Gibraltar. And up front we have Adan Sanchez Lobaton, a great signing middle of the season. 17 games so far in the league, 7 goals, 8 assists, 2 man of the matches, 7.28 rating, very good. And of course the man, the myth, the legend, Isaac Cortez. 17 goals in 14 league games. Average rating of 7.74. Scored 5 goals in his last match. Let's see what damage he can do here today. So we are taking on a team that's playing a 4-5-1, which is a very defensive formation in this sort of area. So we're going to tight mark this striker, try and cut him out of the game. Yeah, so let's... does it say on here? Here we go. Yeah, come on lads. Win this one and seal the title. Simple as. Let's go. Let's go. It's a shame Hulk is still injured. We might get him by the end of the episode, but is still injured, of course. If we do win this match and win the championship, we have done the double this season. We would have won the Division 2 and also the Division 2 League Cup as well. So it would have been a great season for us. Obviously, getting promotion to Division 1 is going to be fantastic as well. I'm pretty confident that in Division 1 we're going to be a pretty strong side. I don't think we'll win Division 1 in our first season. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that, but I think we'll finish in the top 5. I think we've got a very strong team, and like I said, I've done a bit of research. I've looked at all the teams in Division 1, and there's not a massive gulfing difference between Division 1 and Division 2. So maybe with a couple of big transfers, we might be able to really stay on top, and who knows. I know that the top position in Division 1 does get a spot in the Champions League, so that'd be fantastic if we could do that. Winner of the Rock Cup gets a position in the Europa League, and hopefully if we can raise the profile of Gibraltar a bit, we might be able to get our coefficient up and maybe get an extra Europa League spot or an extra Champions League spot, who knows. So a fairly quiet first half so far. Of course we need just 3 more points to clinch the championship. Not even that, we need 2 points really to clear up. Probably 3 points just to be safe on goal difference. And absolutely nothing happening in this first half. 45 minutes of just listening to me talk and looking at the stats of the players. That's because of the style they're playing. They're playing this 4-5-1, and we always struggle to break that down. I don't know why. Let's say we're not pleased with that. They're looking fired up, so these players. I don't know if there's anything we can do. Hulk is on the bench. He's not 100% fit because he's just coming back from this injury. But maybe we can bring him on towards the end of the game. Maybe it might clinch us the championship. Let's say 1 goal will do it for us. Costa Ramon. Forward to... I can't even say that name. Rodriguez. To Muscat. To Abadaham. Plays the ball forward to Laverty, who heads it out. That's not very good. Piece of attack and play there by Laverty. Right, what can we do? Let's if they're going to sit back, let's attack them. Let's put the pressure on them. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? There's no point in doing anything like that, is there? Should we roam from positions? Do we let them have a bit of freedom? Oh, well, I think we'll leave it like that for now. What have I done? Cancel. Yeah, we're not doing much, are we, at the moment? Let's do it. Let's bring Hulk on. We're going to drop Dawson out. We're going to move Isaac into the left attacking midfielder. And we're going to bring Hulk in up front. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that can spark the winning goal that we need. And there is going to be a highlight, but it looks like it's going to be them in control. Rodriguez. Can we take the ball off them? Costa Ramon to Muscat. And Magpies are a team that are quite low down in the league. Probably the easiest of the 3 games we've got left. Chima cuts it out, plays it to Hulk. Hulk loses it to Xuan Lu. Come on. Rodriguez. Take the ball off them, lads. We don't want to concede. That'd be a terrible thing if we conceded. Like I say, Gibraltar Phoenix need to win all their 3 games to be able to knock us off the top spot anyway. So I can't see... So we needed to win one of our last 3 games to win the league. It's a corner kick to them. Costa Ramon's going to take it. Sends it in. It's blocked there by Ball. Good defensive work. Costa Ramon. The second bite of the cherry. It's headed clear by Cooper. Xuan Lu again sends it to Costa Ramon. And they are pinning us back, but some good defensive work, I think, was enough to finish it off. And Alex Ross is struggling. Let's bring him off. And let's bring on Alione Gonzalez. Anyone else? No, I think we're okay for now. Here we go. We have an attack ourselves. Carrito throws it in. Hulk manages to get a hold of the ball. Plays it back to Carrito. Is Carrito going to go for a deep cross? No, he plays it across to Evans, who's got 3 assists in his last game. Hulk on the ball now. Hulk plays it into Ball. Is Ball offside? He's scored. Is he onside? Yes. Referee keeps his whistle away from his mouth. The linesman keeps the flag down. And Europa Point lead. Hulk plays it through to Ball. And Ball with a great finish. Both these guys have had fantastic seasons. I thought he was offside there. I really did. It definitely looked offside to me. But I'm not going to complain. We've got the goal. We have got the goal. Can we keep a clean? If we can keep a clean sheet now, guys, at the end of the season, we have won the league. So what I'm going to do now, because Alvarez is struggling, I'm going to bring on Keith Ruiz. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring in Carrito into the midfield position. And then I'm going to bring on Matindo at right back. That's what we're going to do. Matindo's been a really good player for us this season at right back. He didn't play a lot until a bit later into the season, but since we put him in there, he really has been a rock, and Carrito moved to that defensive midfield spot. Carrito into Evans. Evans, can he see a pass? It's cut out by Ramirez. And Muscat plays it forward. Come on, guys, don't concede a goal now. They're going to try and catch us on the break. Cut it out, and Matindo cut it out beautifully in a massive long ball over the top. Picked up by Catania. Now what we're going to do, since we are... I'm going to change it to counter. Since we are in the lead, all we need to do is keep a clean sheet. I don't want to overcommit and end up getting caught on the break, which ideally probably should have been something that we did a bit earlier. But Hulk picks it up to Carrito. Across to Evans. Evans sees the great ball through to Lobaton. Lobaton through to Hulk. And Hulk scores. There we go. 2-0. The championship is now firmly in our grasp. Just keep a clean sheet for the next 12 minutes. And we are going to be firmly in control. Now, Lobaton is someone that I've realised is not going to get us a lot of goals. But he is a fantastic backup striker. That's probably why Isaac Cortez has scored so many goals. Because Lobaton just... he's such an unselfish player. Gets a lot of assists. And Hulk back from his injury with the goal. Now, our next couple of games is going to be a bit interesting because I might try and play a few different players, see how well they get on. They've got Eusebio. I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the Portuguese legend Eusebio, but there you go. Come on, see it out, guys. See it out. Steve Cooper's really struggling. 50% energy left now. Looking for another attack. Owing Matindo to Evans. Evans gets tackled. Ball comes back to Bangura. But the referee is going to have to blow the whistle now, surely. Rodriguez plays it forward. There it is. We have won the Gibraltarian 2nd Division. Congratulations, lads. Enjoy your success. These are the moments you remember when you hang up your boots. Only one person was happy about that. Nodded in agreement. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Hulk got man of the match even though he only came on as a substitute. There you go. 2 games left. We've won the league. Gibraltar Phoenix with 3 games left cannot catch us. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. So we've got Olympique coming up next. The team that are currently in 4th position. And then we've got Leo FC as well. So it's going to be 2 difficult matches, I think, coming up after this one. And there is confirmation. Europa Point clinched the Gibraltarian 2nd Division title. Excellent. A 2-0 victory over Bruno's Magpies. Europa Point do the double. It was Britannia that won it last year. So Britannia are currently up in the 1st Division. Where are they? They are rock solid bottom. They are relegated. They are coming down. So do these guys play each other 4 times then? Because they've all played 25 games. So they must play each other 4 times. No, they can't play each other 4 times. How do you get 25? Is it 3 times? That's what we'll have to find out next week. So the Europa FC have defeated Lincoln twice. No, they haven't. That's interesting. So they lost to Lincoln. They drew with Lincoln. And they beat Lincoln. Okay. So it looks like everyone plays each other 3 times in the main division. That's interesting. That could be very interesting. Liam Walker's just dominated this division. Highest average rating, most goals. And that is because he is just the best player. He really is. But he's the best player now. What's going to happen when we get promoted? That's the interesting question. Let's continue to see what we're doing here. So Europa Point did the double. Yeah, excellent. Fantastic. Fantastic. We continue the tradition by winning the 2nd Division. I don't know how many times they've won it before, but there you go. We are promoted. The board are very, very happy with us now. It puts up to a 65% confidence. Absolutely excellent. So let's see how we get on with our last 2 games of the season. Don't mean anything now, but it'd be great to try a few new players and just see how they get on in the team. And here we go with our 2nd match of the episode and our penultimate match of the season. We are away, technically, at Olympique. And as you can see, Gibraltar Phoenix have finally got themselves back up to 2nd place. They've still got 1 game left this season, where of course they can only get up to 47 points, or they won the league. So this is just a chance to finish stuff in style. Now we have made a couple of changes. Nothing wholesale because I don't want to risk losing too badly. So we brought Joyce into the team, and Joyce looks like a very good player that I think is going to be very good. And he has got very good the Holy Trinity. He's got 8 heading, 10 marking, 13 tackling, 15 determination, pretty good anticipation, bravery, jumper reach, natural fitness. He's got a lot of things that are on 9s that I think will pop up to a 10 pretty soon. So he looks like a very good young player that I want to try and use a bit more of. Apart from that, back 4 unchanged really. We've got Green in goal as normal. Frank Evans and Dominguez Alvarez, normal. Ball, normal. And we've got Jamie Davis played his debut match on the for the main team. Again, looks like a very good player. Good acceleration, natural fitness. Balance is okay, but it's gone down slightly for some reason. Pace is good. Stamina's looking good. Decisions, determination, flair all quite good as well. Good free kick taking. Crossing is on the verge of becoming a 10 as well. So again, looks like a very good player. And I think we're going to get a lot of him next season. Of course, I've got Cortez up front and Jack Peachman. This is going to be his third chance, and look how good he is. He's got loads of green stats, which is really, really good for our level. I think this guy's going to be fantastic. He's had one appearance and one substitute appearance already, but I'm expecting to score some goals. Maybe need to develop his shooting a little bit, his finishing. At the moment, his additional work is on stamina, which is probably a good idea because he is currently a 4 in stamina, so probably is quite a good one. Should we change one of his finishing? Should we put him to finishing training? Try long shots, blast the ball, place the shots into the corner of the net. That's what we probably want. I don't see Jack being capable of that. Okay, we'll do that because he's got a lot of pace. So basically he's going to try and knock the ball past the goalkeeper and try and score into the open net is what it's trying to say. So let's just do that then. So here we go. Apply team advice, nothing as normal. So we've got 2 debutants and a couple of guys that don't normally get a great opportunity. So I expect nothing but a win from this match. So let's go. Hulk is on the bench because he's still not completely match fit. So he's only at 60 and they don't want to risk him getting injured again. Even though it's the end of the season, he's going to get a nice long break now anyway. Cortez plays it back to Joyce. Now, can we finish this season on a high? I'd like to win the league by a considerable amount of points as well, if that's possible. Another win or two would really put us in a strong position at the end of the season. And it's going to be interesting. I really want to see how we get on next season as well. I was going to, like I said, I've been recording this. I've done an entire season now in one go. I've been sat here an entire day just doing this. And I really should go to bed soon, but I really want to try the first episode of next season as well, just to see how we get on. For me, I think it's going to be, I don't know, I think it's going to be really, really good. Really good. I'm really looking forward to testing our wits against some of the top Gibraltarian teams in the country. We didn't do too bad against Lincoln. We lost 3-1, but I think it could have really gone either way, you know. I think playing them in the league, I think we might be able to do a little bit better against them. Of course, I think I'll have to double check, but I think we actually play everyone 3 times in the top league. So a little bit of encouragement. We're in firm control, so keep working hard and it will come. Yeah, I think you play everyone in the top division 3 times, but there are only 10 teams. So I think you would play 27 games, if I'm correct. 27 games. So you play an extra 5 or so games a season than what you do down here in Division 2. Of course, you've got the Rock Cup as well, which you'll probably do a bit more. And I don't know if there's going to be a Division 1 League Cup. I would imagine there probably is. We had a Division 2 League Cup, so you never know. Carrito plays the big ball forward. It's headed clear by Tante to Evans. Peachman cuts it across the ball. Ball slots Peachman in, and Peachman scores his first ever goal. His first ever goal for Europa FC. I thought he might have scored for the under-21s or under-19s, but I don't think he has actually. And a good little 1-2 a ball. Ball saw the run, played it in beautifully, and Peachman with a goal. And I think Peachman, like I said, is going to be a good player for us, and I think he might actually be someone that we can really bring through as a young striker. We're going to have a much more compact squad next year. I don't think I show you my squad screen very often, but at the moment I like to have my under-21s and reserves also being viewed as well, just in case injuries. You've got a better player down there than what you have to in your main squad. And we've got an absolutely massive amount of players, so I think we will definitely try and condense it a little bit. There's a lot of dead wood we can get rid of. And I want to try and get rid of a lot of the players that are not Gibraltarian as well. I want to try and keep, if I've got a choice between a Gibraltarian player and a Spanish player, for example, as long as there's not a massive difference in skill, I'm going to try and keep the Gibraltarian player. And there's a second goal. Ball crosses it across. And who's there? Of course, it's Isaac Cortez with his 22nd goal of the season. This guy recently signed a brand new contract. He's going to be here till the end of next year. So he's going to have a good full season with us in the Division 1 here in Gibraltar. And just look how packed the away stand is. Of course, the away stand is the one on the left-hand side. It's absolutely packed to the rafters. And I wonder whether next season in Division 1 will get much higher gate receipts. We could do with the extra money. We've been struggling for cash all season. Whenever we have a spate of home games, we make a profit. Whenever we have a spate of away games, we make a loss. I think at the moment we've lost about 20 grand this season, which doesn't sound like a lot in football terms, but for a club of our size, it's not very good at all. But I've had no choice. I can't get rid of anybody because the way the contracts are, we haven't got enough money to pay the contracts out. So as soon as we manage to get rid of a few players, release them, next year we should be able to get back into it, make a profit. And then it's all about just trying to build the club's finances. At some point I would love to get our own stadium, because this whole playing in the same stadium lark is very, very frustrating, especially for trying to arrange friendlies to get warmed up at the beginning of the season, because everyone's trying to use the same stadium at the same time. It's very, very difficult. So that's going to be one of our big aspirations, to get our own stadium. We would also like to just basically grow the club, start to dominate Gibraltarian football, and start to produce some fantastic young players that get into the Gibraltar national side. And hopefully the Gibraltar national side can start to become a bit more of a threat to at least some teams in the world. Like, if Gibraltar plays San Marino, I'd like Gibraltar to have some chance of beating San Marino. At the moment, I don't know if there is. Peachman gets a hold of the ball, heads it down nicely to Ball, but Peachman went for the shot. I think it hit Ball. Now Frank Evans is on the ball. I do like Evans. He's a really good player. There's the cross. It's gone in. It's gone in by Frank Evans. I think that's his first goal. No, it's his third goal of the season. Of course it's his third goal of the season. He scored a couple of important ones. Frank Evans. Now, another great player that come through our academy this year. And it's interesting because there hasn't actually been a Gibraltar national game since the youth academy is all reset in Gibraltar. So there could be some really good young players around the country that might get a call up. And I'm thinking Frank Evans and Steve Cooper are ones that have definitely got a chance. And Barry Green, we had Callum MacDonald in goal for the majority of the season. He actually got called up and got a cap as the #1 goalkeeper for Gibraltar. But now we've brought in Green, who seems to be a better goalkeeper all around. He's much stronger. So I wonder whether he might become Gibraltar's #1 goalkeeper, even though he's only 16 years of age. Liam Joyce playing his debut as well. I think he's going to get a lot more football next season. I think he's a very good centre-back. Green plays the ball forward. Picked up by Davis across to Alvarez. Dominguez, Cortez. Can he see the run of Peachman? He does, but he's getting blocked off. Plays it back to Cooper. Cooper forward to Alvarez. To Evans. Back to Cooper. And there it is, the full-time whistle. 3-0 victory. Great win. I'm very, very happy with how this season's gone. Tony Ball with 2 assists once again. Probably, I think he's the highest assist maker in the league. Isaac Cortez is the highest goal scorer. And Jack Peachman, what a great game for him. 1 goal, 1 assist. I think he's going to be a very important player for us. And of course, Frank Evans. What could we say about Frank Evans? Just not enough superlatives for him. Superlatives. You know the word I'm trying to get at. So we're 7 points up with 1 game left. Can we win the league by 7 points? Hopefully. Let's get into our last match against Leo FC, I think it is. And here we have our third and final match of the episode. And of course, our final match of the season as well. We're technically away again, this time against Leo FC. Again, a few different names here that you might not know. We've got Callum MacDonald back in goal. Again, a very good player. We're playing Cooper still at left back. Into centre back comes Matthew Hunter. A good player, actually. A really good player. Look at all those greens in his mental. Heading, marking and tackling all at 7. So I think he's going to be a good player for us. I think he needs a little bit more growing. But he's definitely going to be a very good player for us. Alongside him, we've got Joyce, who of course played the last game. And we have Matindo back at right back. We've got Frank Evans staying in the midfield alongside another debutant. This is Jack Yeboah, one of the young players we got through the this year's youth intake again. Looks like a pretty decent midfielder. Good passing, good first touch, good free kicks. Technique at 7 as well. Work rate and vision's good. Determination's good. Decisions are good. I think he might be able to get us a few assists from that position as well. We are keeping with Davis at left midfield. He had a good game last game. He looked pretty good. Anderson's come back in at right midfield. Hulk plays up front, but he's going to play just behind. Of course, Jack Peachman scored his first goal in his last game and got an assist. Isaac Cortez drops to the bench with Carrito, Tony Ball and Chima, and of course Green, our goalkeeper. So let's get straight into this one. Can we finish the season on a high with our 2 new debutants here this evening? Here we go. Let's see how we get on. I'm expecting another win here. Leo FC are a team that's been quite good actually in this division, so I'd expect they're gonna cause us some problems. They're about 5th, I think, so far in the league, so they're not gonna. Next year there might be a team that might be able to step it up and maybe go for the 2nd division title. So we'll see what happens. Gibraltar Phoenix, in between the last two matches, have confirmed themselves a spot in the playoffs. So they will be playing off against the team that finished one from bottom in the division above. And yeah, the winner of that will be up in Division 1. The loser will stay down in Division 2. Or go down to Division 2, depends on how it happens. See, the stadium's packed for this one. Absolute packed house. Leo FC have got a great amount of fans here today. Yeboah, the great ball over the top, and it has broke through to Peachman. Peachman loses it, but I think he gets it back. He does. Does some good blocking work out there. Needs a bit of support. He does play it back to Cooper. Cooper with a big ball in. Goes over. Does Hulk get there? He doesn't, but Anderson manages to spring on the loose ball. Plays it back to Evans. Frank Evans takes a touch around. Clears a bit of space and gets taken down in the box. That's going to be a penalty here in the 13th minute. Who's going to be taking this? Is it Hulk? No, it's Anderson to take the penalty. Go on, Anderson. Show us what you can do. Anderson's a really good player. He was on the verge of leaving quite a while ago because he wasn't getting enough first team football, and I've managed to give him a bit of first team football. He's just scored the penalty. Give him a bit more first team football, and now he's happy again, and he has just signed a brand new contract to keep him here to the end of next year. Not the best player we've got in our ranks, but a player that can play up front or across the attacking left or right midfield, or even attacking centre midfield should we need to. So a very good player to use. I don't know if we might need to change our formation a little bit next season, because it's a very attacking formation we're playing at the moment, and I don't know if we might get caught out quite a bit in the First Division. We'll have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. Yeboah plays the ball in. Picked up by Davis, and Davis scores. I think that's his first goal. It is. Jamie Davis with his first goal for Europa Point. Assisted by Yeboah and the young players. This is the class of 2016. Remember that, the class of 2016. These players are going to be the ones that win us the treble. I'm sure they are. Absolutely incredible group of players we've got together now. And yeah, I think we might be able to add one or two members to the squad next season. I'm going to have a look around, see if I can steal some really good players from some of the other rival clubs, like we did earlier on with the guy we brought from Gibraltar Phoenix. And probably what I'm going to do after this episode is I might do just a quicker episode, just a short one, as a season review. I'll go through the league table, I'll go through the First Division, I'll show you who's been promoted, who's been relegated, top goal scorers, a lot of the stats and bits and bobs like that, because I love all that sort of stuff. And I know there'll be quite a few out there that does as well. I'm not going to put it on the end of this episode because it might make this episode go a bit long, and I know some people aren't interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, I'll do that as a separate episode, and then after that I'll also do a separate episode which will be a preview to the new season. So I'll show you all the transfers that have happened, basically the people that have gone out, the squad we've assembled, the sort of tactics we're looking to play. So that's going to be two separate episodes. I'll try and upload them both at the same day, and then of course we'll get straight back into Division 1. I'm looking forward to being in Division 1 now. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, they're in though. Dalmedo, saved by McDonald, really good save, and Matindo clears it out. I think we've got two solid goalkeepers in this division, with Callum McDonald and Green as well. I can't remember what Green's first name is, but both of those are very, very good players. And I think we might have to just keep switching them around over and over again next season, just to give them both the chances they need to get. So Anderson's struggling a little bit. I might have to bring him off. Do we bring on... He's on the right-hand side, so it's going to have to be Tony Ball by the looks of it, isn't it? Tony Ball, yeah, because we can't move him across. So Tony Ball comes on. He's going to come on as a winger because he doesn't like playing inside forward. So yeah, the majority of our best players are already signed up for contracts next year. We are going to lose quite a few players, but we don't need a lot of them. There's a lot of dead wood in this team that we don't use at all. We use the same sort of 20, 25 players all season. Of course, we've added our youth players to that, so we can get rid of some of the dead wood. There was some of the players that I brought in earlier on. I brought in Poppy, Felice and Ruiz. They were very good players at a certain age, and they started off really well. They hit the ground running, and then they just all sort of disappear a bit. So they'll all be leaving at the end of the season, and they are on quite a bit of money between them. I think they're on about £350 a month between them. So once we've got rid of them, it's really going to help us out. And I think a 2-0 victory is going to be great for us. Another great chance to see players like Liam Joyce, Matthew Hunter, Steve Cooper, Frank Evans, Yeboah. All those players have come through our academy in the last 2 years. Here's Yeboah again. Great free kick taken. Already got one goal out of it. We're going to get another one. Ball. Oh, it's just gone wide. Skimmed the side netting. I tell you what, I love doing this. I've struggled recently with doing some of my recordings because it's just become so long just doing the same thing over and over again that it just sort of burns you out. But this is a real nice change for me. I'm really enjoying trying something a little bit different, and that's why I've been able to sit here and record an entire season's worth of episodes in one go. Yeboah now is on the ball. Goes for a shot himself and he scored! Yeboah on his debut! What a fantastic goal! Jack Yeboah on his debut of a wonder goal. You'd hardly think some of these players are only 16 years... Even Jack Peachman's 15 years old. Look at this by Yeboah. 30 yards straight in the top corner. Keeper had no chance. And Europa Point lead 3-0 now. It's going to be so great being in the main division, being in the top division of the league. We can really start to build ourselves up to become a dominating force in Gibraltarian football for years and years to come. Jack Yeboah actually looks like he's going to get the man of the match here with an assist and a goal. There's quite a few people I haven't actually tried out yet, and they're really proving to be very, very good players. I've been afraid. I've been trying to keep to the same players, the ones that I know are tried and tested, but some of these young players that have come through just seem to be a step ahead of some of our more established players. And I think once we get a full season's worth of football out of some of them next year, it's going to be interesting. Now, I have had a quick flick around in the First Division, and a few of the teams in the First Division are amateur clubs as well. So we are, of course, a semi-professional club. Oh, he kept a clean sheet there. We, of course, are a semi-professional club, so we're going to have an advantage over some of the teams up there because we're going to have players that are training a little bit more often for us and things like that. So I think we're going to be okay next year. We're not going to be struggling for relegation, I don't think. I think we'll be firmly consolidated in that league. Whether we go for the championship, whether the title rivals, is yet to be seen. It's difficult to really know how high up the league we're going to be, but I think for definite we're not going to be struggling with relegation. I think we'll finish mid-table to upper mid-table, I think. And who knows, we might be able to mount a title challenge in our first year. I wouldn't expect it, because Gibraltar Lincoln are a fantastic team. And I will note, I'm not going to say anything, because we are going to have, like I said, we are going to have the season review video coming up pretty soon as well. But I will note that I do not believe that Gibraltar Lincoln actually won the league this year. I think somebody else won it for the first time in 15 years. So, like I said, we'll have a look at that in the very next episode, the season review. But what a fantastic game this has been. Jack Yeboah on his debut with the man of the match, a goal and an assist. This guy is going to be a great addition to our squad next year. He's got some pretty good green stats. That free kick taken, only 10, but it came in very handy in this game. He launched in quite a few good balls into the area. I think he's going to be a great asset to us. So yeah, let's tell them all that we are very, very happy with that win. Continues the post-match. We'll have one last look at our league table. There it is. We are top with 54 points. Gibraltar Phoenix second with 44 points. They're going to go into the playoffs. Still a few games to clear up, but like I said, I'll finish off the season and I'll come back with a season review, and then I'll do all the transfers and clear the squad out and all that sort of stuff, and I'll come back with a season preview as well. So keep tuned for that. But for this episode, that's going to be all, I'm afraid. I hope you have enjoyed it, and of course, if you have, be sure to slap that like button. It does help me out a lot, and of course, subscribe for a lot more of this Gibraltar challenge. I'm really enjoying this, so I'm definitely hoping that we can continue on and really grow this club and grow Gibraltar as a nation. Be interesting to see when there is the next Gibraltar friendly match, how many more of our players actually get called up for the squad. We had 4 players in the last friendly match. So I'm thinking with some of the young players we've had come through, there's definitely a chance that more could be called up. But yeah, like I say, that is going to be all. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time.